Happy hump day! Alright, y'all. It has been a long day. And technically, it's not my hump day. It was only my Tuesday. And it was horrible, to say the least. Let's see. I have been working at the store now for a month. Like, I'm just like a few days shy of hitting my month mark, I think. And all the management staff is happy with me. Cashiers are happy with me. Customers are happy with me. But one of my coworkers decided today that she was going to yell at me and belittle me in front of customers because I did something wrong. I could not hear a customer over the phone, and I tried to put her on hold so that she could talk to a manager because from what I could understand, that was what she was wanting, but I couldn't hear her very well. So I was trying to page management. I put her on hold. She hung up. And apparently she called this other coworker of mine. So she already had this coworker's personal information to call her anyway, from what I gathered. I don't even know. But she decided that she was going to come up to my area of work, which is the booth, which used to be her area. And she was going to yell at me in front of everybody. All my coworkers, all the customers, everybody. I was already not having a great day. It just a lot going on in my mind. I didn't sleep well last night for whatever reason. I'm not even sure. I just couldn't sleep. So I was super restless last night. Couldn't sleep at all. Finished my first Monster here at home. Drank Monster at work. Didn't eat breakfast. Didn't eat lunch. And, I'm hypoglycemic. So, yay! That added to me already feeling emotional. I was already feeling emotional because I really hadn't slept. And, so I cried at work for the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last time. I'm an emotional being. And so it really sucked. Got through it. My customers are super supportive. It's one thing I will say is that even the people that were there, because I just kind of deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to say or do. Sorry, there was a hair on my phone. That was distracting. I really didn't know what to say or do. I tried to defend myself, and she just didn't want to hear it. And right now, our store manager's on vacation. The assistant store manager was off today. The only member of management that was there, she hasn't been a member of management that long, and she was busy because we were doing changeover. So with the store, there's a few different shifts, especially for the cashiers. So you have a shift of cashiers that are 7 to 3 because the store opens at 7. You have another shift that comes in 3 to 11. Yeah, 3 to 11. But then there's also a mid-shifter that comes in and does like a 10 to 6. And then I fall right over that. I'm 11 to 7. And trying to balance out lunches and everything today. And we're a grocery store. It's going to be busy. It's going to be hectic. It's summertime, and it was freaking hot today. And, so I wouldn't say that we were busy to the point where we couldn't handle it, but we had different waves of busyness. But we were all doing our part to make things function today. But I knew, honestly, it was one of those days where I should have stayed in bed. And I knew that. Like, it's just how I felt when I got up this morning and got ready for work. It's like, I should have just stayed in bed. And what's crazy, I got to work, like, my first or second customer, I was doing super good. I was super happy. And I was like, he's like, you act like somebody who really enjoys your job. And I was like, well, I do. I don't hate my job. And I don't hate my job. It was just one of those days where nothing went right. I either felt completely useless or just that nothing was going right. Despite that, I mean, my till was only 10 cents off tonight. So, I don't know. It was just a really long day. Brandy got his stitches out today, so he stayed home from work again today. And, just because they kind of started seeping after the doctor took the stitches out. Okay, so I think I updated you guys on this a couple weeks ago when I first started working there. Brandy's uncle David, who is actually his biological father, he was Roland's brother. So my father-in-law, Roland, he took over raising Brandy because his little brother David couldn't be with Brandy's mother. And so his big brother took over the responsibility. My in-laws had been married prior. They had been married back in the 60s and remained close friends. And then in 72, when my mother-in-law got pregnant with Randy, she went to Roland and let him know, hey, your brother got me in this predicament, and he ran off. Okay. He has never claimed Brandy as his son. He has even gone so far as to say that Brandy wasn't a real Woodard. That it was some other person entirely, which is bullcrap, especially since we've done Ancestry and comes back with DNA matches. Yeah, it's awesome. Especially since all of his grandfather, his father, and uncle, they're all part of the military. So all that data's in there. And Brandy looks exactly like his grandfather. It's insane. Anyway, Uncle David came in today, and Aunt Rosie was with him. Rosie's been his longtime partner. They have their ins and outs, so they're not always together. But anyway, she came in and she asked about Brandy today. So I was giving her an update, letting him know, oh, he got his stitches out, he's doing okay, he stayed home one more day. And then Uncle Dave is like, well, he better stop screwing around or he's going to lose his job. Well, Brandy's worked for the company he's worked for before when we lived in Idaho. So, and he's talked to his bosses several times. Because honestly, yeah, that's a concern. But he has talked to his bosses so many times about what's going on and been completely upfront that it's okay. And, yeah, everything's been completely above board. But then Uncle Dave has to go and throw politics into the shit. Well, he must be a Democrat because they're not firing him. If he were Republican, they would have fired his ass. And I'm like, what does that even have to freaking do with anything. And a couple weeks ago, this man who has 2 granddaughters, okay, that he doesn't claim, okay, doesn't claim as his granddaughters, but he called Brandy Joe. He told her to her face, now this child is almost 13, okay, we don't talk politics in this house. That's not something we flip and do, like, ever. But he tells my daughter that she dresses like a Republican or a Democrat. I'm like, what the that mean? What does that actually mean? Because she was wearing a Beatles sweatshirt and bell bottoms? Isn't that what you were wearing? Oh, you were wearing choker. Your choker. That's right. She was wearing a choker necklace and I think her bell bottoms.
I think so.
And I want to say she was wearing her Beatles sweatshirt, but I don't remember. And it's like, you dress like a Democrat. What? And then the shit that he comes up with today, and it's like, okay, I'm glad that I'm glad. You know, I'm glad that Pops was their grandfather. Because if Uncle Dave had actually been there and, yeah, no, I probably would have killed him. I like, not even gonna lie. He came in the store a few more times today after that incident, and I ignored him. Because I was so irritated that he even tried to bring politics into something non-political. And I don't do politics. Never have. I don't subscribe to him because during my childhood, it was a gigantic point of contention. My grandpa was Republican, my grandma was Democrat, and her mother was Democrat, and oh my God. It caused so many flippin' arguments while I was growing up. So one of the things when Brandy and I first got together was we don't do politics. If we do politics, it's in short spurts. But he and I both agree about most of the shit. So, yeah, we don't do politics. That's one of our family rules. And if we do politics, we generally don't bring the kids into it unless they ask a question. Like, they know who the president of the United States is. Okay, they know important stuff like that about politics, and they know that the president is a figurehead, okay? He is not making the decisions. He's the figurehead. Okay? So anyway, it just makes no sense to me why old men have to bring politics into everything. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Make it make sense to me because I don't get it. Anyway, in other update news, we are still waiting to hear back on a rental house. So we're still in the hotel. Awesome possum. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know. What else?
Dad's turning 50.
Oh, God. Brandy has a birthday on Saturday, guys. Brandy is turning the big 5-0. Okay? So, I'll be posting this on our Facebook, as always. It's going on my YouTube first. I'll bump it over to Facebook. Please, everybody, Saturday, June 10th, send as many messages as you can. Personal message, on here, comment, whatever. I will probably be trying to compile a video of different photos and stuff like that. But I'm going to sign off for now because I've got to go help him do wound care on his stitches. And then I am going to go to bed because I didn't sleep but more than 2 hours last night. Didn't eat all day. Lived on Monster all day. Didn't eat breakfast, lunch, and lived on 2 Monsters. And yeah, I'm hypoglycemic. And I also took my Zoloft, which, if you don't know, Zoloft, when you are hypoglycemic, also makes your blood sugar crash. So yeah, I was not good to my body today. But in the faithful words of Scarlett O'Hara, tomorrow is another day. All right, y'all. I will wander your way another day. Please be kind to one another. We love you all. We appreciate the support. Please subscribe, share, hit notifications, and like us. Please. All right. We love you all, and we will check in again later.